All right, good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to Balance Life with Fit Nikki and Build Balance Flow. I did not post the suggested playlist for class today, but it is on my Spotify. It is under Fit Nikki 2, FITNIKKI, and the number 2, and it's just a class, Build Balance Flow, with the date, which is 05/29/20. Lots of playlists on there. Feel free to listen to any of them you like. And we're going to get started today. We're going to work on Warrior 3, Standing Figure 4, also called Standing Pigeon, and just really work on our balance and building up a little bit of heat and working on core a little bit as well today. So we are going to get started in child's pose today, and that's going to be either big toes touching or close. Knees can be in close, or you can take them wide. Hips sit back, fingers reach forward. Maybe your forehead rests on the ground. Maybe you need a block under it for some support. Whatever feels good today in your body. And you can soften your gaze or close your eyes. We're just going to start to focus in on our breath. Start to bring your mind to your body, letting go of any thoughts that don't serve you right now. Nice big inhales, nice big exhales. As you inhale, maybe think of how that breath feels, filling your body, and how it feels as you exhale and let go. Maybe imagine softening your muscles a little bit as well. Let's take about 2 more rounds of breath. Feel free to keep your eyes closed or gaze soft. And on your next inhale, reach your fingers up to the sky. Exhale, take a nice twist to the right. Let your hands float down. Inhale, back up to center. Reach for the sky. Exhale, take it over to the left. We're just going to continue there with that twist. Inhale, reaching up center. Exhale, twisting to the right. Hi, Jessie. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the left. Let me just move things around for JJ, who's joining us this morning. Inhale, back up to center. Good. Exhale, let your right hand float down to the side. Reach with your left. Push into your left hip here to lengthen out the side of your body. Your right hand can stay here, maybe come to a block, or for a deeper stretch, reach it farther out. And we're going to take one more big breath, a big inhale to lengthen. Exhale to soften the muscles. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, over to the left side, pushing into the right hip, reaching with the right hand, finding that nice stretch here. And as you inhale, come on back up to center. Exhale, let your hands float down. We're going to find our way into tabletop. So maybe roll forward or swing your legs around. Wrists come under your shoulders, knees under your hips, spine is long. And you inhale, let that belly drop, head and hips rise, coming into cow. Exhale to arch your back, coming into cat. Continue here with your breath. Maybe swing your hips back, or taking them side to side, or nodding your head yes. yes and no. It's whatever you're wanting today. So please feel free to take modifications, ramp it up a bit. Listen to your body. Do what you need today. Do what your body needs today. Even if that means not taking it to the level you normally do, that's okay. You're going to take one more big round of breath. And then we're all going to meet in our tabletop position with a nice long spine. Root down into your right hand and your left leg. Reach your left arm out, your right leg. And that right leg can stay on the ground, or you can float it about hip height, whatever's feeling good for you today. Inhale to lengthen a little bit more. Exhale, come back into tabletop. Wrist under shoulder, knee under hip, and let's switch sides. Right arm, left leg, reach. Back into tabletop. Take a couple more here, really just lengthening everything out. Coming back into that nice square position. One more here. And bring it back in. Find your way into down dog. So if you need to walk your hands forward, go ahead and take that. Everyone's down dog is a little bit different. Tuck your toes, shift your hips up and back. And take a few breaths to get some movement into the legs, into the lower body. Maybe rising up to the toes, maybe pedaling it out, whatever feels nice. So you want to think of your heels reaching for the ground. They don't have to reach. Maybe put a little bend to them. Relax your jaw and your neck. And imagine your chest pressing a little bit closer to your thighs. Take one more full round of breath. As you inhale, look up towards your hands, and exhale, step your feet a little wider than your hips up towards your hands. Let your head and neck relax here. Take a little ragdoll, maybe sway side to side or grab your elbows. Let your head hang nice and heavy. And on your next inhale, root down through your feet. Roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing to come up. Shrug the shoulders back a few times here. Open up everything. Let's find that mountain pose. Heels come under your hips, shoulders shrug back. Spine is long, so maybe engage the lower abs to bring the tailbone in line. Take a big breath in and fill your belly. Big exhale, let it out. Let's do that one more time. Nice big breath in. And let it all go. Take a big inhale and reach up for the sky. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips. Inhale, root down through your feet to rise back up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, lengthen everything up. Soften your knees and hinge forward. Root down through your feet to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold. We're going to do a classic sun salutation. I'm a big fan of this one. Step your right foot back, coming into a lunge. Left foot steps back to down dog. Shift forward into your plank. That can be toes or knees. Hug your elbows in, lower down to your belly. Shrug your shoulders back, lift your heart, lengthen through the crown of the head. Press into the tops of the feet. Press back to down dog. Right foot steps forward, coming into your lunge, lifting your heart. Left foot steps up to meet it. Inhale to rise up and reach high. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Left foot steps back into that lunge, lifting your heart. Right foot steps to down dog. Shift forward into your plank, toes or knees, and hug the elbows in to lower down. Shoulders shrug back and lift your heart. Press back to down dog. And left foot steps forward. Right foot steps up to meet it. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. We're coming right into that chair pose. Did I forget to tell you guys we were doing chair? Because I know you guys love it so much. So shoulders shrug back, spine stays long. Weight to your heels, sit your hips back. So you could wiggle those toes right here. You still have a little weight in the ball of your feet, but you can wiggle those toes, maybe take it a little bit deeper. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. On your next inhale, rise up, reach for the sky. Exhale to fold forward. Good, right foot steps back into that lunge, and we're gonna rise up. Feel free to lower your knee if you need some extra support here. And just take a moment, knees in line with your toe. Pull back a tiny bit on that left hip. Fingers are energized, reaching for the sky. You're gonna take one more breath here. And then fold forward, plant your hands, step back to your down dog. Shift forward into plank. Hug the elbows in, lower down. Shoulders shrug back and lift your heart. And press back to down dog. Right foot steps forward into that lunge, lifting your heart. Left foot steps up to meet it. Rise up, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, sit back into chair. Inhale to rise and fold forward. Left foot steps back. Rise up into your lunge. Take a moment to set up here. And as you're setting up, I'm just going to open this window. Let's get a little toasty in here. Good. So relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. It's yoga with kitties this morning. And inhale to reach up a little bit more. Exhale, fold forward. Step back to down dog. And shift into your plank. Hug the elbows in to lower down. Inhale to lift your heart, lengthen through the crown of the head, and press back to down dog. Left foot steps forward into that lunge, and right foot steps up to meet it. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart, take it to your chair. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Right foot steps back. Rise up into your lunge, and we're going to keep this left knee bent. Exhale, hands to heart, bend the right knee. Inhale, lengthen the right knee, keep the left knee bent. Let's do that 2 more times. Nice little bend with the back knee, and rise up. 1 more time, and rise up. Exhale, fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Shift into plank, lower down, and lift your heart. Press back to down dog. Right foot steps forward, rise up into your lunge on this side. And as you exhale, you're going to keep your spine long, sweep your fingers down and back. Root down into that right foot to rise up. 2 more just like that. And rise up. And 1 more. And rise up. And then this time fold forward, plant your hands, step your left foot up to meet right. Inhale to rise. Maybe take a little back bend here if that feels nice. Hands to heart, take it down to chair. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to fold. Left foot steps back, rise into your lunge. Remember, you can always lower that back knee if you need some support. Hands to heart, bend the back knee. Inhale, rise up, but keep that left or right knee bent. So we're just bending the back knee, that left knee. And rise up. Let's take it 1 more here. And rise up. Exhale to fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. We're going to take that flow coming into plank. Feel free to stay in down dog if you need a little breather here. Lower down and lift your heart. Press back to down dog. And left foot steps forward. Rise up into that lunge. And we're going to take that nice sweep. So sweep the fingers down and back. Keep the spine long. Reach with the crown of the head and the fingers. Root down into the left leg to rise. 2 more just like that. Nice big sweep. and root down to rise. And one more time, just like that. Root down to rise, and then fold forward, plant your hands, step your right foot up to meet left. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart, take it to chair. Inhale to reach. Here's where we're going to add in some balance work. Fold it forward, right foot steps back. Inhale, rise up. So you have a couple options. You can keep it here, bending that knee and lengthening up. Or you can bend that knee, shift your weight into the left leg, float the right knee, step back into that lunge. So feel free to take this balance out if it's not happening for you today. Back into that lunge. One more time, shift your weight into that leg, back into your lunge. Fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Pause here for a breath or come into your plank. Hugging the elbows into lower down. Inhale to lift your heart. Press back to down dog. And right foot steps forward, rise up into that lunge. Good, so same thing here, a couple options. You can keep it at that sweep or you can take it to warrior three. Shifting your weight into the right leg, hinging forward, and then coming back into that lunge. Good, 2 more times, whichever option you would like here. Again, maybe give it a try, see how you're doing. If your balance is not happening today, that's okay. You can keep it right here at this sweep. Rise up one more time. Exhale to fold forward. Plant your hands, step the left foot up to meet right. Inhale, rise up. Maybe take that little back bend. Hands down to heart. Good, inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Step your left foot back. Rise up into your lunge. Same thing on this side, so you can keep it here at this lunge and up, or bend it down, float the right knee or left knee. Step it back, bend that back knee, rise up. Let's take that one more time, whatever variation you like. See, the sun is coming out. Ooh, hopefully it's not going to be too steamy of a day. I love sunshine, but not a fan of that humidity. Step it back, fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Pause here for a breath, or take that flow. And then left foot steps forward into your lunge. Rise up, same thing here. Take it at that sweep or bring it to warrior three. Shift your weight into the left leg. Woo, that's a tough one today. So you can grab a block for a little support here for that warrior three. And come on back. And my balance is not happening very good today. Float it up and bring it back. Let's go one more time. And bring it back. Fold forward, plant your hand, shift your weight into the left leg. Step the right to meet left. Rise up, hands to heart, take it to chair. Inhale to reach up. We're going to mix it up a little bit here and fold forward. Right foot steps back, rise into your lunge. One time, you're going to bend that back knee. Inhale, rise up, float the knee. Then you're going to, from here, hinge forward into warrior three. Pause here. So feel free to let your hands come down to blocks or the ground. Think of dialing your toes and your hip bones down to the ground. Lengthen through the spine. Soften your left knee. Maybe take one hand off, maybe two. Maybe your balance is not happening today on this side like me, and that's okay. That's why we have these awesome props here to help support you when you're needing that. On your next inhale, you're going to rise up, float the right knee again, and then you're going to take your ankle in front of your thigh into a nice figure four. or standing pigeon as it's called sometimes. So this is a great place to stay, keeping your foot flexed, knee and hip open. But we have warmed up the hips, so if you'd like, you can sit it back into chair. And we're just gonna pause here. Shoulders shrug back, maybe even reach your arms forward, keeping that knee and that hip open, flexing the foot. So just imagine that your right foot is pressing down into the ground just like your left foot. So it's nice and flexed. Lots of power going on there. Breathing nice and deep. Relax your neck, relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. One more inhale and exhale. And then on your next inhale, you're going to rise up and release that foot to the ground. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it to your chair. Inhale to reach, and then exhale to fold. Left foot steps back into that lunge. Rise up, shift your weight into the right leg, float the left, find your way into warrior three. And again, feel free to take your hands to your blocks. Blocks come under the shoulders. Dial your toes and your hip bones facing the ground. You may feel that a little bit more right through here. Soften your standing knee, keep lengthening through the back foot and the crown of the head. Rooting down through the entire right foot. Feel free to maybe take your hands up, see how you do. And then on our next inhale, rise back up, floating that left knee. Take your ankle in front of your thigh, find that standing figure four on this side. So again, foot stays flexed. This is a great place to be, focusing and breathing. Rooting down in through that right foot. Maybe sit your hips back, taking it to chair, maybe reaching the arms forward, maybe bringing them up here. This one is not super comfortable on me. So if it bothers your shoulders, or if you notice that your tailbone starts to really tilt back, bring the arms down a little bit, about shoulder height. Rooting down into that entire right foot. One more full breath. On your next inhale, rise up. And then set that foot down. Let's take a breath here. And then we're going to add that to a flow with a little more movement. Woo, 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 yay. Let's take a big breath in. Hands to heart, sit it back to chair. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold. Right foot steps back into that lunge and rise up. Shift your weight into the left leg, float the right knee. Hinge forward, warrior three. Come back up, floating that knee. Take your ankle in front for figure four. If you'd like, have a seat. Rise back up. Float the knees, step back into your lunge. Fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Shift forward into your plank, lower to your belly. Shrug your shoulders back to lift your heart. Press back to down dog. Right foot steps forward into a lunge. Left foot steps up to meet it. Inhale to rise. Exhale, take it back to chair. Inhale, reach. Exhale to fold. Left foot steps back, rise into your lunge. Shift your weight into that right leg, float the left knee. Hinge forward into warrior three. Rise back up, bending the left knee. Ankle in front of your thigh, pause here, or have a seat into chair. Rise back up, step the left foot back behind you, fold forward, step back to down dog. Shift forward into plank, lower down to your belly. Shrug the shoulders back and lift your heart. Press back to down dog. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps up to meet it. Root down, inhale to rise up. Exhale, come back to that chair. We're going to go through one more time each side. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Right foot steps back to lunge and rise up. Shift your weight. Float the right knee. Hinge forward into warrior three. Remember, blocks are a nice option here. Rise up, float your knee, and take your ankle in front of your thigh. Stay here or have a seat. Rise back up. Step the right foot back behind you. Fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Shift into plank and lower down. Shrug your shoulders back to lift your heart. Press back to down dog. Right foot steps forward into a lunge and left foot steps up to meet it. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart, back to chair. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Left foot steps back and rise up. Shift your weight. Float the left knee. Hinge forward into warrior three. Rise up and float your knee again. Ankle in front of your thigh. Pause here or have a seat. Inhale to rise. Step back into lunge. Fold forward, plant your hands, step back to down dog. Shift into plank. Hug the elbows to lower. Shrug the shoulders back to lift your heart. Press back to down dog. Left foot steps forward, right foot steps up to meet it. Inhale to rise. Woo! Exhale, hands to heart. Fantastic job, guys. Grab a drink if you need it. We're going to do a little more balance work, core and back, and then we're going to cool it down and stretch it out. So, I love chair. If you've taken my class, you know that. So we're going to start with chair pose, lifting our heels. So you'll want your feet to be hip distance for balance. So maybe roll through your feet a couple times, heels to the balls of your feet. So you can start with your hands at your heart or reach them forward a bit. Keep that spine long as you come down, I'm cueing that all wrong, guys. Sorry. Go ahead, shift your weight up into the balls of your feet. Now keep your spine long as you bend your knees and sit back into chair. So again, you don't have to come low here, but this spine is long, engaging the core, lengthening up through the spine. Relax your jaw, relax your throat, relax your neck. Maybe take it a tiny bit deeper. And then inhale to rise up, reach for the sky. Hands to heart, lower your heels. Beautiful job, guys. Even though I can't see you, I know you guys are doing awesome. Now we're going to come into toe stand. So we're going to do toe stand with both feet, and then we're going to do one at a time. And it's okay if you can't get very low. It's okay if you can't balance on that one foot. Do your best. It is not an easy pose. So we're going to start right here, and then again, sitting the hips back, but take it a little bit lower. So this time, try to bring your knees in line with your toes. Nice deep breaths, core is engaged. You're going to take 2 more rounds of breath. Remember, you can always come out of a pose anytime you need it if that's what your body's needing. On your next inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Fantastic. So one-legged toe stand. You're going to shift all your weight into that right leg. And I like to use blocks for this. Take your left ankle in front of your right thigh. Have a seat just like we did before. Hands can come to your blocks or the ground. And you're going to shift your weight into the ball of your right foot. Lift that heel and then try and sit your hips down. Bring your hips in line with your toes. Maybe lift one hand, maybe lift two. Maybe it is not happening today, and that's okay. Take a couple nice deep breaths. It's okay if your foot wobbles. It's okay if your ankle wobbles. It's okay if you need to lengthen up. You've got one more round of breath. Good, and then hands to your blocks. If they're not there already, lower your heel, rise up, and let's try the other side. So that right ankle comes in front of your left thigh. Come on down, hands to your blocks. Shift your weight forward into the ball of your foot. Lift your heel and continue to sink your hips down if you can. So just like before, you want to keep your foot flexed in that figure four. Take a couple breaths here. Maybe lift one hand, maybe lift two, maybe not. Bring your hands back to the ground or your blocks. And then lower your heel. Rise up, set that foot down, give them a nice shake out. Take a big breath in and fold it forward. You can set those blocks to the side. We're going to come into tabletop. So I'm going to give you 4 options for this exercise. And I'll start out with the first level, and you can choose whatever level you like. We're going to go a full minute. So you can keep it at a bird dog, opposite arm and leg. If you want, you can add knee to elbow as you exhale. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to tabletop and switch sides. If you'd like a little more challenge today, take it to a plank and maybe take your feet a little bit wider than normal. And then opposite arm, opposite leg, taking your time, shifting your weight into that hand and ball of your foot. Or maybe you want to take it to a little more of a challenge. Knee to elbow, lengthen out, and back in. So we're going to go a full minute, whatever option you choose. And we're starting in 3, 2, and go. So take your time with it, always shifting your weight to your hand and your leg, coming back. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to come back. Really use your breath, take your time. So it's all about quality over quantity, engaging the core. If you're really wobbly in whatever variation you're choosing, maybe bring it down a little bit. Maybe take it to bird dogs. Maybe take the elbow to knee out right now. So listen to your body. You want to challenge yourself, but you want to make sure that your form is still really good. So you keep the core engaged. You keep lengthening through the spine. Relax the jaw. Relax your tongue. You guys are down to 15 seconds. See what happens when I just start talking. Time flies by. You're down to 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower your knees if they're not there. Sit back to a child's pose for a moment. Take a full breath here. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and stretch it out a bit. And we're going to add in, if you want to flip your dog today, we're going to add that in. You do not have to take that option. If you have things around you, like I have here, please just be aware of it so that you don't kick it or hurt yourself. Let's come into that tabletop. Find your way into your down dog. So take a moment here to get nice and square. Shoulders are square to the front. Lift your right knee and bend it, but keep your shoulders square. And then bring your right knee towards your wrist. Let your shin settle. Let your left knee lower, and then you're going to lengthen that left leg out behind you. So for here in this pigeon, hips and shoulders are square to the front. You have a nice long spine. A block is always a nice option under your hip for support. You can stay right here, or if you want, you can come on down to your elbows or all the way down. But again, keeping that spine long, which includes your neck. So a lot of times in class, people let their head and their chest kind of fall forward. You want to keep that long. So maybe take a block under your forehead to keep your spine long. We've got about 3 rounds of breath here. And while you're here breathing and starting to let go and relax, I want to tell you about something exciting that I'm going to be doing starting next Saturday. I'm doing a 4-week Yoga for Runners series with Yoga Buzz, co-sponsored by Big River Running. It will be on Zoom. It's free, but it will be on Zoom. So you have to go to the Yoga Buzz website or Facebook page, sign up with an Eventbrite ticket, and then before the class, they'll email you a link to the Zoom class. Let's take one more breath. Bring your hands under your shoulders, tuck your back toe, press back to three-legged dog. Here's where we're going to flip that dog if you'd like. So you're going to bend that right knee, and you're going to let that foot start to fall back behind you, shifting your weight into your left hand, lifting your chest up to the sky, maybe reaching that right arm back. And then on your next inhale, come back into your down dog. And then float that left leg, bend your knees, shoulders stay square. Bring that knee towards your wrist. Lower the right knee, lengthen that leg out behind you. Find pigeon on this side with hips and shoulders square to the front. Again, stay here, or you can start to bring it down, keeping the spine long. Good, take a few breaths here. I'll continue telling you about, I'm so excited. I love teaching yoga to athletes, to runners, and you don't have to be an experienced runner. You don't even have to really be a runner. So if you look on the description, each class is going to be a little bit different. It'll be like a pre-run stretch, getting you ready for your run, post-run. The third week will be a deep stretch style class for maybe the day before your run. And the fourth one will be a deep stretch style class for maybe after your run or at any time. Again, you don't have to even be a runner. These exercises feel really amazing. These stretches feel really amazing for your legs and your chest as well. Start to bring your hands under your shoulders, tuck your back toe, find your way back to down dog. Floating that left knee. And again, if you want to flip your dog, let your foot fall towards the ground, weight into your right hand, lifting your chest up. Take one more breath. Find your way back to your down dog. Let your knees float down to the ground and swing your legs around in front. Take a big breath in and reach out to the sky. Find your sit bones. Exhale, fold forward. Keep your spine long and let your hands float down. So a lot of times when we're stretching here, the lower back release or the upper back releases and we have this curl over. Keeping the spine long, maybe you don't fold as far forward, and that's okay. Take a couple breaths here. One more breath. And gently come up. You're going to make sure you're about midway on your mat. Make sure you have a prop by your side, a block, a rolled up blanket, a pillow, whatever feels nice. Bend your knees and gently roll down onto your back. Bring your heels in a little bit closer. Take that block, lift your hips and put that block underneath your low back. Lift your shoulders, shrug them back to open up your chest and settle down. So right here, supporting bridge, great place to be. Maybe you want to try waterfall with legs up to the sky, or take your legs long, or any other variation that you like. If you're taking a shoulder stand, if that's your jam, make sure you're hugging the elbows in, right under the hips and the wrists. And just take a few breaths. Relax here, nice deep breaths. So if you guys are interested, you can reach out to me, or you can go to Yoga Buzz Facebook or website and check out the events there. It's free, but if you'd like to make a donation to the wonderful cause of Yoga Buzz, my favorite nonprofit, please feel free to as well. Let's take one more nice big breath. Bend your knees. Plant your feet if they're not there already. Lift your hips and slide that prop out and set it to the side. Take your left leg, wrap it over your right, arms come out to the side. And let your legs fall over to the right side, maybe glance over your left shoulder. Feel free to put a block under your knees if that feels nice, and just take some deep breaths. So one other thing I'd like to tell you guys about that's happening, I'm so excited about as well, is St. Louis Yoga Week. That is June 14th through the 21st. It's going to be mainly virtual with everything going on, but it was created, and the idea of it has been in the works for a while, but it is to connect the yoga community of St. Louis area, including outlying counties over in Illinois and as well. It's not just St. Louis City and County. And what a perfect time to have it when we're all physically distanced from each other. This is a great way to connect with your fellow yogis and new people as well. Inhale, come back up to center, unwrap your legs, and let's go to the other side. Right over left, and legs fall to the left. Finding that nice twist here. So they have a Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and a website. You can become an ambassador, and you don't have to be a yoga instructor or even a yogi. It's not just the physical practice, it's the mindfulness, the breath work, and everything else as well. So as just a yogi, you can be an ambassador as well. Please follow them on the socials, stay up to date on all the cool, fun, exciting things happening, and start connecting with some fellow yogis as well. Inhale, back up to center, unwrap your legs. Bring your knees in towards your belly. Maybe rock a little side to side or draw some circles with your knees. Take a few breaths here. We're going to take 3 rounds of breath for any final moves that you'd like. If you like a happy baby, you can go ahead and take that now, maybe reaching for the feet, ankles, shins, or back of the legs. If you just want to rock side to side or you want to take another bridge, whatever you'd like here. Just take a few breaths. And one more little announcement. So this weekend I'm going to be working on, I'm going to start doing some little more private classes, maybe through Zoom or YouTube. I'm trying to figure out. But I definitely want to do things that people are looking for. So power, or if you're looking for help with inversions or anything like that. So I'm going to put a little survey out on my Instagram and my Facebook page. And they're both the same, A Balanced Life with Fit Nikki. So please go ahead and vote. Let me know what you guys are looking for, because I definitely want to help you guys out since we can't really be face-to-face and touching right now. I definitely want to give you guys what you're looking for and what you'd like. Let's go ahead and get settled in our Shavasana. Excuse me. So I do want to let you know that before you fully settle in, you'll want to turn the video off so that it doesn't flip to another video and interrupt your Shavasana. So you'll get settled, and that can be on your back, knees bent. Maybe you'd like to have a seat for getting settled. And there has been so much going on in the world today, not just with COVID-19, but in Minneapolis, and all the injustices, all the things happening in this world that weigh on our minds, that maybe we have trouble concentrating on what's going on in our lives because of everything happening outside of it. So please take this time to try and focus inward. And it's okay if you can't. It's okay if your mind wanders. It's okay if thoughts pop into your head. Just kind of let them float away like the clouds. Try and bring your mind back to your breath, back to your body. Try and be present where you're at. Take as much time as you need here, friends. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. We hope to see you guys soon. From my heart to yours, I'm sending you peace, love, and good health.